Welcome back to Secret Squirrel Games. I'm your host, Secret Squirrel. Thank you for tuning in. This is Crossout, Midweek Mayhem, doing this on a Wednesday. So, let's do our thing. We're not going to do as heavy a tutorial. We do a heavier tutorial on Tuesdays. If you missed that video is available on YouTube, Secret Squirrel Games with spaces in between the words. That's my YouTube channel. It's got the same logo as this one right above me here. And if you want to tune in for any of those tutorials or any of the other sessions or any other games for that matter, that don't involve tutorials though, you can tune in right here on twitch.tv/Secret Squirrel Games. No spaces in between though, all one word. And we do Crossout, like this game right here. We do this game on at noon on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, noon Eastern time in the United States on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and at 3 p.m. Eastern time in the United States on Thursdays and Fridays. Tuesday, as I mentioned, is a heavy tutorial. Thursday's a little bit more of a walkthrough. I wouldn't call it a tutorial per se, but a little bit of a walkthrough of specifically of daily and weekly challenges. Wednesdays and Fridays, though, are more just having fun. Don't get me wrong, we're still going to do our daily and weekly challenges, but we're just winging it, having a good time. If we've got viewers that want to play with us and everything, we definitely do that. I mean, we do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays too, to a lesser extent, but because we're more focused specifically on whatever it is that we're trying to get accomplished. But on Wednesdays and Fridays, we just kind of go about our business in whatever order we go about it. It's not specific, it's not specifically organized or laid out, it's just kind of winging it, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Hopefully we'll have a good time, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching the stream as we do it. But in order to do so, first off, let me just glance and see any friends that are online right now. We got some guys in the clan. Yes, I recently joined a clan. Got an invite, so I went with it. Foxy's on. That's good. That's cool. Maybe Foxy will join at some point during the game. I mean, obviously, more than welcome to, as always. But I don't want to bother. Foxy might be doing something right now. And then, actually, you know what? Let me ping Foxy real quick and see. I'm just going to see what Foxy is up to and see if maybe Foxy wants to join for doing some daily and weekly sessions. We'll find out what Foxy wants to join, then that'll make it that much more enjoyable. We'll knock out daily and weekly sessions. In the meantime, though, here, let me show you what I'm about to do. If you look at the challenges tab for our daily challenges and our weekly challenges. Weekly challenges were good right now, just the for the seasonal. The daily challenges only on that. We do get to replay this, and then other than that, it's just going to be our normal daily challenges, except for today's weapon du jour is the cannon, turret cannon, or plasma gun options. We're going to be doing a turret cannon for that. And what did Foxy have to say? What's going on, Foxy? How you doing? I hope you are having a good day, Foxy. I saw that you were online. Today is Wednesday, and Wednesdays and Fridays are not as heavy tutorial based, so it's more just get in there and have a good time. And I thought if you weren't doing something, and if you hadn't accomplished all your daily challenges or were willing to accompany me on such, then maybe if you'd be interested in teaming up, we could do that. You think about it while I crack open this Diet Dr. Pepper, which I'm not officially sponsored by any means, but I would be very open to that, that's for sure. And what exactly is a remedy build? Is a remedy an item that I'm not familiar with? I have not heard of such an item. I'm also not sponsored by Fritos, but they're pretty awesome. You know, I was raised in Texas, and I'm sorry if the crackling of the bag, if the microphone picks up the crackling of the bag very loud. I know that things like that tend to be picked up by microphones pretty loudly. But I was raised in Texas, and Fritos and Dr. Pepper, very Texas. Hell energy drink. I'm not familiar with that brand, but I'm not a big energy drink guy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had them in my day, but never was. I mean, when I was young, growing up, basically, energy drinks weren't a part of the staple of my diet because they didn't really start coming into prominence until I was well past like that stereotypical energy drink age, you know, that in your teens and 20s. I was past that already when energy drinks started to become, I mean, our energy drink was Jolt Cola. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but Jolt Cola with like a lightning bolt on it was that and Mountain Dew were like the energy drinks for my era. And Jolt Cola, they advertised twice the caffeine and all the sugar. That's what it said. That was their tagline. Twice the caffeine and all the sugar. What's going on, Waster? How you doing today, man? Hopefully you're having a good day. I'm just starting off the stream. Gonna do daily and weekly challenges and stuff like that. You missed Jolt? Yeah. So it was very sweet, you know, twice the caffeine and all the sugar, baby. You know, so they didn't try to, you know, well, it's not meant as a pun, but they didn't try to sugarcoat it, you know, as far as what their whole thing was about. I like that. I like that when businesses are honest about whatever their product is, you know? Like when they don't try to be PC about it. They don't try to be, we're the healthy version of what. No, you're not. You know, you're not. You know, a lot of that stuff is pandering, you know, by companies when they do that kind of stuff. Oh, we've made a low sodium version of this or whatever it is. That's pandering. That's all that is. Let's put it this way. When a product, absolutely, I'm a big fan. That's what I said. Twice the caffeine and all the sugar was their tagline. I thought. I didn't think it was twice the caffeine and twice the sugar. I thought it was twice the caffeine and all the sugar, or whatever was their tagline. That's what I just mentioned that before. And I like the fact that like nowadays they would get blasted for that, and I appreciate that kind of honesty from any company in the industry, in any industry for that matter. But like, okay, so Foxy, you guys have Pizza Hut or not over there in Greece? I mean, they're a big company. They're around the world. I know they're in other countries. I'm not sure if they're in Greece. I'm just going to wait for your response for a moment. You do? Okay. No, I get that. That's fine if you prefer, but I'm just saying you have them. So, do they sell the stuffed crust pizza over there in Greece? Where they put cheese inside the crust of the pizza? Cream cheese? No, I mean mozzarella cheese inside the crust of the pizza. Like regular mozzarella like you put on top of the cheese. Cream cheese? I mean, don't get me wrong. It might... No mozzarella or Oh no, I meant mozzarella. Just add mozzarella on the top, not mozzarella in the... Okay, well, anyway, all right. Either way, here in the United States, you know, pizzas have mozzarella. That's what the cheese is on top of pizzas in the United States. That's the standard. That's the stock. That's the way it is. Well, when Pizza Hut came out with and introduced, they had a big press conference and all this stuff, right? To introduce the new stuffed crust pizza. And all it is they put cheese inside the crust of the pizza around the outer edges. So, and their whole ad campaign was basically like, oh, you don't have to eat like a slice of pizza the normal way from the point at the end or anything like that. Now you can turn it around and you can eat from the crust, and it's good too because it's got cheese in it. So instead of leaving the crust, like a lot of people just eat the pizza part and they just leave the crust. Not anymore, not with cheese in the crust, right? This was years ago, but this was their whole advertising for the stuffed crust pizza. But the thing I loved about it, I mean, I was totally on board with the company because of the way they did their press conference and the questions that they answered, the way they answered them. They said, you know, this is what we're doing. This is, you know, our, you know, research has indicated, of course, our, you know, our supporters, our fans out there, basically the people who love Pizza Hut or whatever are going to want this. This is a great thing. Congratulations, you all get to eat your crust now. It's so much better, you know, and all this kind of stuff. And at the time, like always, somebody's, or at least always in recent years, somebody's going to get on them about, well, do you think this is a wise idea considering the nation's obesity problems and all this stuff or whatever, and other companies are creating healthier options. You're adding more cheese and making your pizza less healthy, even more, bad stuff on there for you and all that kind of stuff. And so that's what, some of the journalists or whatever attending the press conference asked. They were like, does this seem like a good idea to you? I mean, this is not a healthy idea, whatever. It's going to just, further exacerbate the obesity problem in the United States and all this kind of stuff. And Pizza Hut's response was, it's pizza. If someone is coming to buy pizza, they're not looking to buy health food. They're buying our pizza for a reason, and we're just giving them more of that reason, And I was like, yes, perfect, answer. People in America, we love our freedoms. That's the way it is. You have the freedom to decide. If you want a healthier option, there's another business right down the street. There's another restaurant. There's another whatever. There are other food options. You have a myriad options here in the United States. You have so many options. If you have an obesity problem because of, I'm not saying that there's not some genetic, additional effects or whatever that might add to it, but if you have an obesity problem because you are overeating junk food, that's on you. That just stop overeating junk food. Get something else. I'm not saying that, there aren't people who struggle with weight issues regardless of how well they eat. But if they struggle with weight issues and then they're also at the pizza place eating junk food, that part's on you. You have the option. You have plenty of other food options, So, I thought it was a great response from the company. I'm like, cool, they're not trying to say, oh, and yet we've chosen a lower calorie cheese so that it's not so bad for you or anything like that. They're not even trying to cover it up. They just flat out said, there's more cheese and it's delicious. Yes, okay, it's bad for you, but that's your option. It's your choice and it's delicious. Have fun with it, And I love that. I love it when a company is just straightforward about it. Just like Jolt, when they said, twice the caffeine and all the sugar. Boom. They didn't care. They weren't trying to hide it. What I don't like is when all these companies sit there and they say, hey, we have a we're going to be socially conscious because of the obesity problem. We've now created a sugar-free version of our whatever food it is. Okay? Let's just hypothetically say Dr. Pepper said, all right, if they came out with some kind of public, now it's fine that they have Diet Dr. Pepper and they have regular Dr. Pepper. They're giving options. They're saying if you don't care, then there's regular Dr. Pepper if you like that, if you prefer that. But if you want, a sugar-free version, then you can use Diet Dr. Pepper. That's perfectly fine. They're not saying we're being socially conscious and therefore, because of the obesity problem that is our concern, the company's not saying it's their concern. They're saying the individuals can make their choices or whatever. But if they said, we want to be a leader in the industry, and therefore we're making a Diet Dr. Pepper as well, so that we would help fight the obesity problem. And there are companies who do the equivalent of that, who try to come off high and mighty saying that, because of, the gluten problem, we're going to make a gluten-free version of this, of our food over here, because we care about, gluten allergies or whatever it is. Okay, if you really cared, why would you have a gluten-free version? Why wouldn't all your versions just be gluten-free? Why wouldn't Dr. Pepper, if they were concerned about the sugar intake of everybody in the or in the United States or in the world for that matter, wherever they do, why wouldn't they just only make Diet Dr. Pepper and not regular Dr. Pepper? Why would they even give you the option still of getting the sugar if they really wanted to say, if they wanted to get on a high horse and sit there and say, hey, we're going to be socially conscious, then shouldn't they only create the healthy version and stop making the unhealthy versions of whatever it is they're making? But they're not trying to say that, and that's fine if they want to say, hey, we're going to give you the option. That's fine. We're still going to make our regular product, and we're also going to make this other product in case you want it. Then that's cool, But when they get on, when these companies, and I'm not saying Dr. Pepper, because that was purely hypothetical. I've never heard Dr. Pepper come out with any kind of advertisements saying that they're trying to be this socially conscious leader as far as the obesity issue or anything like that. I'm not saying that. There are plenty of companies who just say, yeah, we sell this and we sell this because people want options and that's cool with us or whatever. And I got no problem with that. I have the problem with the companies who try to act like their whatever healthier version is because they're trying to be socially conscious and and concerned for the health of their customers. If you're gonna say it from that perspective, then you should only be making the healthy option and you should eliminate your unhealthy option, because otherwise you're only pandering to the people who are looking for those healthy options, and you're trying to say that you're so I don't know so enlightened as to the issue that you can you're going to do this for them, and for everyone, but you're also still going to have this unhealthy option. Well, then no, I say no. I don't know. It's just me. I'm not a fan of pandering. I'm not a fan of hypocrisy. I'm not a fan of any of those kind of things. Just be honest. Just be straightforward. There was a movie several years ago, a long time ago actually. I want to say it was, just to tell you how long ago it was, I think it was Dudley Moore. The younger generation doesn't even know who Dudley Moore is. I want to say it was Dudley Moore. You know what? I'm going to look it up real quick. I'm going to make sure just so I know who I'm talking about here, or what I'm talking about here. It was, Dudley Moore. Yep, advertising. Crazy People. That's what it was called. And this guy stresses out. He's an advertising exec, whatever. He stresses out, ends up going to a mental hospital, has a breakdown, goes to a mental hospital. And then while he's there, he comes to the revelation that, hey, maybe instead of lying all the time in advertising, maybe we'll just do honesty. We'll try honesty, you know, and I mean, like, brutal honesty. And it was great because they were all these ad campaigns started taking off, you know, because he came up with these ad campaigns with, you know, with other mentally ill people. They helped him come up with these very honest ad campaigns, which he found that if he talked to regular advertising people, that everything that they pushed was stretching the truth, was, you know, overly imaginative, and it wasn't very honest and straightforward, and it didn't feel right. It always felt dirty, like you were misleading the customer and all this stuff or whatever. But he found that when he talked to the mentally ill folks, they weren't caught up in all the business aspect or anything like that. They were just trying to be straightforward. So they said, I like this product because this. Boom. Or this product makes me think this. Boom. And so he ran with that as advertising campaign, and it became super successful. He became, you know, all the advertising that he did in that manner became totally successful. So it was a funny movie because, I mean, he had things like you know, an ad campaign for Ferrari that was just, you know, if you get one of these, women will give you BJ, you know, oral sex, you know, and stuff like that. And that was the advertising campaign. And Ferrari was like, I don't know if this is going to work. And then they went ahead and ran with it or whatever. Next thing you know, they're selling Ferraris like crazy. Guys are all coming in. Yeah, no, I want to get a Ferrari. So it was funny. It was okay, slip. Yeah, it was just funny. It was great. I mean, it was you know, it was many years ago, but anyway. All right, so back onto the topic here. Foxy, are you interested in doing daily and weekly challenges, or Waster if you want to do daily and weekly challenges? I don't care. I'm just knocking out the basics first, and then just having a good time today. No tutorial method or anything like that involved. This is just having fun. This is just us being on here, interacting, chatting, having a good time. And, all right, cool. Then I will send you an invite. Boom. Actually, yeah, Waster doesn't even look like he's on. That's fine. All right, cool. Yeah, so, still waking up. I get you. Alright, so today's challenges involve cannon for me, at least. So I'm going to modify this vehicle. Take that and that and that off and move that to there and that, to there and that and that and that off. And nah, you're fine, dude. Like I said, there's no stress today. I already did my heavy tutorial day yesterday, so today is, yeah, my weekly thing is, you know, the tutorials on Tuesday for newer players. Get in there. You were in there. Why won't you? There you go. Thank you. And I gotta move you back. That's fine. Move that to there. Move that to there. And then I need a cannon. We're doing cannons today. Which I'm not a big fan of, but it is what it is. So Foxy and Kenshi, I finally found what I can do. I had to look it up. I'm like, how do I stop them from attacking us all the time with the, you know, for being an escaped slave or anything like that? I had to look it up, and apparently what you have to do is you have to get somewhere and hide for like 3 days in game in order to let that escaped slave tag kind of fall off of you. And then you can go into places and stuff. But even if that happens, you then have to sneak in to a plastic surgeon in order to get your hair back and all that stuff, you know. So, you know, because otherwise they'll still see you looking like a slave, and some of them will still immediately identify you as an escaped slave. And we don't want that. We don't want that. Was I not able to... Yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, it's the same. It's going to be the same either way. Okay. Forget about me. What are you talking about? I think I'm good. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I got a little bit extra shells and stuff like that. I got 1 ammo pack in there, so that's all I'm doing. You're doing 5,600? I'm just doing patrol, low power score patrol, man. Yeah. So they forget about you. Yeah, that's You have to literally stay away from everybody for like 3 days, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. It's gonna suck, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. So what I'll do is, I think one of the characters, it doesn't have the slave tag, and I think he had a bounty. I think it's Xanabob. He had a bounty, but he doesn't have a slave tag. And so what he'll do is he'll get food, you know, so that we can hold out for 3 days. And then he'll get the party. He'll get the other guys out of there. Okay. A campaign of what? Dungeons and Dragons or something? Is that what you're talking about? Got it. I'm currently in 2 D&D campaigns. Yeah, I do, on Wednesday nights, well, like tonight, in other words. Although I don't know if we're doing it tonight because one of the guys has to do something with an online convention or something. So their identities weren't stolen like in the modern sense. They literally, it was more amnesia type of stuff. They had no idea who they were. Yeah, on Wednesday nights I'm doing a session where there is where we are fighting the basically embodiments of the 7 sins one at a time. They're like bosses for each chapter, essentially. And the character sheets were even missing their info, so they had no idea. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I would do something like that. I mean, it's gimmicky, but I would do it as a DM. You know, I would... Oh, cool. So the players didn't even know. Yeah, I would definitely do something like that. My score is terrible. It's cannons, man. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, 4 sessions just to get their names back. They didn't even know their names. That's awesome. Yeah, it is easy. I know it's super easy. But it's just trying to knock out the challenges, man. You know, and get those canon successes over the easiest way, quickest way. Yeah, I would definitely do something like that. In fact, I kind of did something like that one time, running a campaign many years ago. There was a Marvel Comics miniseries called the Contest of Champions, and what it was different worlds sent their well, they didn't send, actually. I shouldn't say that. There was a competition between these super mega powerful, like, universe kind of changing type beings, and these big dudes, they had like a challenge. They had a competition between them, and what they did was they chose teams of superheroes and villains. So there were heroes and villains sometimes working together, and on each of the teams. And basically they had they each had their teams, and then they divided them up into like smaller squads essentially, and they were trying to retrieve items and things like that in competition with one another, like whoever gets the first of this, things like that. Damn it. Well, that didn't work very well. But anyway, so I modeled a D&D campaign off the idea of a contest of champions, but done a little differently. Instead of as a competition, I did it as like there was some super mega powerful beings that were endangering the worlds that each of these heroes might be from, and I had the heroes appear in like a central chamber and have to, what's going on, Aaron? And have to figure out who they were and all this stuff. They had no knowledge of who they were or anything like that. They all just kind of woke up in this central chamber of this location on this completely new world. And what they didn't realize was that they were each representatives of their home worlds or their home peoples, and their actions had consequences on their peoples back in their real worlds, whatever. So if if they die here, there's the survival of their people was dependent on their success here. So if they died here, then their people get wiped from history, memory, everything. They're gone. They're gonna be gone. They're gonna be extinct, basically. So there were different people of different characters of different races, and each one of them represented their race, so it came down to, it kind of answered, it was a fantasy way of answering, the idea of, well, if elves were around so many years ago, why are they not here now? Well, I'll tell you why. Because there was an extinction event for them specifically, because this elven hero died in this competition thing, in this challenge. And it wasn't a competition like a sporting competition or anything like that. It was like a survival and accomplish some large quest as a group, but they didn't know anything about themselves. They started getting revelations about themselves, and then they started finding out that they were representatives of their species, their race, their all this stuff or whatever. They didn't know that in the beginning. Your sleep schedule, was your circadian rhythm thrown off because of something like work or something? I'm doing well. We're just having some fun today. I don't have to do any kind of tutorial or anything I did my tutorial Tuesday already, so luckily today is just get in here and have a good time. Nightmare or migraines. They said nightmares. I barely read it, so sorry. Finally.
Enemy destroyed. Mission accomplished.
That sucks. Migraines, that sucks. I've had bad headaches. I've had a migraine headache, but I don't really suffer from migraines. You know how some people, get them all the time. Yeah, luckily. Thank goodness. I've had what I would consider migraine headaches, the kind of things that make you feel real nauseous and everything. Ruin your whole, body, all that stuff. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, they make you nauseous, yeah. I've had those, make you feel sick. You just can't even do anything. Light kills you, you can't move around. Those suck. Those are terrible. Terrible things. I'm sorry that I normally I don't eat as much as this or whatever on a stream, but I didn't have, I had a little bit of breakfast earlier, but I didn't get a chance to get lunch. I was running behind because I was working on my custom emote. And I lost track of time. I like the way it's turning out so far. I just don't know. Ah, damn it. Take that. Ah. Oh, that's good. That sounds pretty debilitating, man. Which is no bueno. Makes it rough.
Oh, it's time to barbecue some pork.
That is pretty rough, dude. Well, but you're okay right now, right? You said all you're doing right now is just trying to fix your sleep schedule. Is that right? That's good. I end up, well, it hasn't been as bad lately, but I have sleep issues. I end up waking up 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, things like that. Wide awake, super easy, wide awake. I'll go to bed at 11. I'm making you hungry. Sorry, man. I'll go to bed at like 11 or something like that, and I'll wake up, at 2 o'clock, and I'm done. It's like, okay, well, I'm awake now. And I'll get tired a little bit later, but I don't want to take a nap during the day because that'll just exacerbate the problem, Ah, thought he was going to turn into that. Damn it. I'm terrible with cannons. Stop shooting me. It's not an odd question. Yeah, I got a haircut. Damn it. He got me. I certainly did. Trimmed up the beard too. No more big neck beard going on. It's not wild man and everything. It's a little bit organized now. I did. Had to, man. I was feeling like a real hippie. Too many years in the military. I prefer a nice short haircut. Look at this. Look at this motivation. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. Motivated, baby. Nice and short. You can see skin under there. Motivated. Highly motivated, truly dedicated, ready for steady pain. Alright. I mean, it's not exactly boot camp short or even deployment short for me, but here, I'm going to drop out of this real quick. See, I think we're done, right? We're done with missions. All right. Fire sell an item on the market. I'm going to sell... You know what? I think I'm going to sell one of these miners containers. Sell them for 33. Put it... Yeah, that's fine. You don't think I should sell a miner's container? It's just... I've got so many of these other things already. You think I should give it the shot instead or whatever? I don't know. Well, here. I'll do what I normally do instead and just... Oh, no, I'm not doing that. Those things are skyrocketed in price. Yeah, they're not usually... That's high. I'm not doing that. $7.39. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it really depends. Yeah, you know what I could do? Definitely, because I think I have one wheel... racing wheel or something like that. One of them that I have an odd number, so I should sell it just because it's not going to do me any good to have one anyway. I thought. Yeah, Racing Wheel ST, I have one. That doesn't do me any good. Because when you... I don't think it does me any good. I mean, even for crafting, right? I mean, when you go to craft or whatever, it doesn't... Things don't ask for one Racing Wheel ST, do they? Like this. Yeah, see, it needs two. And I have one. So that doesn't... What's the point of that? The cambers do what? Bring them pain of dare, mistakes, give them every bump and bruise, every cut and break, and all of them you take. Use one racing wheel for crack. No, I mean, I looked at things usually need two. I'm not even sure how I ended up with only one. Is there... Oh, you're saying the cambers, like if I want to create a camber is what you're saying, then it only needs one? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. I see what you're saying. I got you. I was losing track of... I was losing you there for a second, but I got you. Yeah, I must have sold one, you know, one day. I don't know, man. It just... Anyway, alright, whatever. So, alright, so maybe I won't bother with selling that. If it's of value, then I'll... But of course, when you make them in series of 2, so... Yeah, I'll just sell something. Something white, real simple. Something, do I have an odd number of any... No, I have even numbers of everything. Except for that one racing wheel. Ah! You know what? I do have here. I'll sell a car jack. I don't care. That's fine. Whatever. What? What's the price disparity between those two? Oh, see this guy underbidding like that. Now let's sell it for let's get it up here by 49 because there's some 30s and stuff like that, but whatever. There's only a few of those, and then they'll be gone. So it might still sell. If not, I change it later before I get off for the day. Whatever. So I still get the daily challenge. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Oh, see, already sold. Done. Yeah, I don't have to worry about it. Forget about that 30-something price. Pfft, no, I'll take the 49 instead and sell. Better deal. All right, so we're on to raids, right? Doing. Are you? Foxy, are you... Yeah, you need to make a raid build? Okay, because it's going to be hard raids. Better get on that. Better get on that. Damn it, Foxy. I did, man. 20 cents, yo. It all adds up, man. The rate I'm going... the rate I'm going, I definitely need it. Every 20 cents counts, man. Every 20 cents counts. Okay, well, no, I mean, it's no big deal. I can wait for you. It's not that big a deal. Okay, or you can just abandon me. Not a big deal. I'm not gonna, you know, so it doesn't hurt my feelings or anything. It's fine. I'm fine. Whatever. Feelings aren't hurt at all. No. Act broke to stay rich. Yeah, no, you're fine, Foxy. You're fine. I'm just messing around. Alright, so, hit and run. I'm gonna do that. Why not? Got 12 minutes. I can do that. Yeah, man. How do the rich stay rich? They don't spend money. Being cheap bastards. There's a reason that the people who made their money stay rich. Whereas the people who win the lottery, a lot of them lose their money in within just a couple of years. They're back to where they were almost. Sorry. That dude was on my face. You can die. Thank you for dying. We know you had many choices of how to die, and we thank you for selecting Retcher today. Your support means the world to us. Wee.
Wow, get at him!
Absolutely, man. Come on, truck. Anybody coming up behind you? They often are. I don't see them. They're in front. Coming in from the side. Alright. Ah. These are the hardest sandbagging placements. They are like impossible to, you know, they just stop your car cold, is what I'm saying. Oh yeah. Super. I wish I could have that kind of, you know, fencing company or something like that, or that kind of product, because it's just never quite as strong as that. That's for sure. Oh, that's funny. That's perfect. I love it. The boss's name is Mayhem. I specifically titled this stream Midweek Mayhem. That's cool. I didn't even know it was going to be Mayhem today. I called it. Get in there. We'd like to thank you for choosing us today for your destruction. If you would, before you leave this raid, please stop by this link and fill out a survey as to how you believe your destruction went today. Thank you very much. That'll help us greatly. Are you almost ready there with a raid build, Foxy? Avatar's the stalwart guy that all chain thing. Good lord. I didn't realize I was running into a god. Not quite. Or at least his avatars, I guess. I'll try to avoid. I don't want to upset the gods. Alright, well, I'm going to do this again then. I'm already queued up anyway. I'm ready to go. Sego, I don't know if did you hear earlier when I was talking about Kenshi? I'm talking about how apparently in order to get rid of that escape slave tag, I'm going to end up having to do, I'm going to end up having to hide out somewhere for 3 days in game at least. Because otherwise, every town I go in up in that area, especially where they have slavery, slavers are a big deal, in the United Cities area where those samurai police and stuff like that, they're gonna recognize our escaped slave status and they're gonna try to round us up right away. And then even once I do that, I'm gonna have to get to a plastic surgeon in order to change the appearance so we don't have that bald escaped slave appearance. Otherwise, they'll still recognize us. The chain link fences hold a small portion of Linkolus's power, is what you're saying, Waster? I can see that. Yeah, at least not quick enough. I mean, whether it grows back or not, I don't know, but it's even if you hide out, there's still a chance that people will recognize you as an escaped slave based on the appearance, though. That is, at least according to what I read. So. Because I was like, man, this has got to stop. Otherwise, the game's going to be damn near unplayable if that's... As Avatar's weld said power? Weld, metal? Or was that intentional or misspelling? Alright, that truck's way up here. I gotta get up here. Stop, truck. Why are you leaving me? Why hast thou forsaken me, truck? I'll not be ignored. I didn't know if it was like as an intentional misspelling because of the metal aspect. You know, you're saying weld instead. I was giving you credit for a little play on words spelling issue. A little play on words spelling edition.
Good shooting, lad. Keep it up.
And, alright, so anybody who's new to the stream, by the way, welcome to the stream. I am Secret Squirrel. This is Secret Squirrel Games. I thank you for tuning in. Your viewership is very much appreciated and important to me. We know you had many viewing options today. We thank you for choosing Secret Squirrel Games. That's going to be the theme today, I think. We're going to end up doing the whole customer service theme thing. And I'm just non-stop retching right now. I'm retching, I guess, would be appropriate. I'm retching all over these people. Retching on your face. Oh no.
Keep it up, lad.
I'm barely alive. I'm down to 19 rounds. That's not good. Well, if I get killed, at least I'll have new ammo. Because that's how that works.
This one's doing the warm. Look at this.
Oh, I'm out of ammo. I'm sitting there over here. I got a new mouse, so that's cool. I'm gonna ram into this guy till I die. I take that. There you go. Oh, I probably better be on the right screen. Now we're gonna dun 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 dun. Mayhem. Mayhem, you say? I say minor inconvenience. That's what you should be called. Minor inconvenience. Hardly even a concern. Not so much mayhem. Wretched all over them. Bam! Are you done with that raid build? I'm in the garage. I'm done with that battle. Okay. Because, alright, I'm getting you then. What happened? There you are. Beesh. Ding ding ding. You're back in. The missions have rotated. Top of the hour, right? Is that where we're at? Basically? Yep. Top of the hour. Oh, I could have just looked at the stream time. Alright, so missions have rotated. What have I got now? I got 80 fuel, so I only need one more hard raid, and then well, I might be. What kind of fuel have I got? I can always buy some fuel too. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I've got enough to do a little bit more. You guys want me to open a miner's container or sell it? I'll sell it. I don't care, you know. But I could open it, I guess. I guess it really doesn't matter. You know, it's like 30 coins, right? All right, screw it. I'm gonna open one. I'm gonna open it. Is today a good day? Is today a good day? Blast off. I never use blast offs. I never use blast offs. It's only 100 scrap to try to get. Alright, I'm gonna do it again. Let's get a different attempt. I'm not gonna do it multiple times. Oh, white. Alright, I'm doing 200 more and then that's it. I'm taking whatever this is. Alright, that's it. I got that. Whatever that is. Alright. This one I'm just gonna sell. On another day. I'm not gonna bother with it anymore. I spent a decent amount of scrap there just getting that, so yeah, I'm not. That's why I stopped. You know, if it was blue on the third one, I said I'm stopping. I'm not gonna end because you know once you get to that last option, you know whatever it is, and then you end up with a common, you're like so I'm not gonna do it. You know, I wasn't gonna do it. So at least I stopped with a blue, you know, that maybe I can get some use out of. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever use that. What was that? It was listener. Is that what it was called? This radar. I never even looked at the stats on it. At least it doesn't use an energy point. That's good. It just, yeah, it's just a better version of the Ruby, basically. That's all it is. You know, better detection range, and that's it. Okay, easy enough. Not a big deal. That's true. I don't know what that would do. I guess increase the durability, decrease the mass, maybe. You know, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna do another hard raid. It doesn't matter which we got perimeter breach, or let's do this other one. Let's do okay. It can increase the range of detection. Okay, that's pretty good too. Gone in 2 minutes. Against the nomads, cursed mines. We're doing that. Let's do that. We're doing that. We're gonna go do that, by the way, in case you haven't picked up on that part. Yep, that's the thing that's gonna be done by us. Yep, not for sale perk also means it doesn't take up storage. Yeah, I mean it's true, obviously, but then again, it also means I can't sell it. I think I'd rather just have the option of selling. I have, because see my storage space, I've only got 177 and 250. I got plenty of room in my storage space, so. Because in the early days, that used to be a problem. In the early days, you'd run out of storage all the time because everything, all the items that you got didn't have the, doesn't take up storage space. You know, element to them. Everything took up storage space when the game first started. Alright, alright, alright. Oh. Sneaky little bastard, huh? Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Coming through. You're done. You're done. I'm gonna need some ammo. Thank you. I'll take this one. Oh, I guess that guy needs ammo too. I didn't mean to block him. Wasn't trying to block him. Yeah, I mean that's... I mean, there are benefits, I know, but... But I'm kind of at the point where, you know, like the miners containers are great when you're new to the game. I highly encourage newer players to do their daily challenges, do 42 daily challenges in the course of a week so they can get a miner's container, because that way, you know, they get access to things that they haven't otherwise earned access to. And like you said, they don't take up storage space, which is especially good when you're in the early part of the game because you have a lot less storage space available to you. So I highly, highly, highly encourage newer players to do those things and get those and use those miners containers. Absolutely. But other than that, once you get several of those things already, once you've gotten many of the, you know, blues and even a few purple items and stuff like that, you know, I think I would have to lean toward, might as well start selling it, you know? That's what I would think. Here comes your doom! Ow. I missed everything with those volleys. Come on, man! There you go. Finally some numbers are starting to show up. I'll let that guy go. I don't care. Too old to enjoy a Happy Meal? Who told you that? I haven't had a Happy Meal in like forever. I don't think it would be about in the lack of enjoyment. It would just be like, that's not enough food, man. Just not enough food. Yeah, we'll take that. I just drove right into it all. Just bow. I don't even care. Who's shooting me still? Oh, that guy? Alright. Thank you. Excuse me. Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me. Oh, man, seriously? Okay. Oh, almost. Nope, there is not a chance to get 200 coins from a Happy Man. But I have not gotten the 200 coins yet. So, I know there are folks who've gotten them multiple times. I have not gotten them once. I will take this ammo. Even though we're at the end of the mission. Almost. Oh no, we're not. We still got another whole little section here. I forgot. Or no, this is it. Yeah, this is it. We're at the end. Let's go, let's go! Let's go! Let's get some! Oh, that hurt. Alright, Nomad. I overshot him. Alright. Ah. Head start if I fudge up and pull a big sad again. Are you having a different conversation than I am? I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about, Waster. You're losing me on so many ways today. Am I the only one? Is anybody else getting this stuff? Am I the only one reading Waster's comments and going, what? What are you talking about? Is it just me? Am I foggy? Am I not having a clue what the hell's going on? Alright, I've only got 20 fuel left right now. We can do it again, though. You've gotten it more than 15 times? More than 15 times. 200 gold. I don't know if I believe that, man. More than... I haven't gotten it once. Not one time. I've never sold one, so I've used them. I've used, I don't know, I'm not near 200, but you know what? I have that kind of luck anyway, meaning not great, when it comes to randomized things like this. I'm very lucky in other things in life, all right? I'm very lucky in a lot of other things in life, but when it comes to things like, you know, lottery tickets, casino games, stuff like that, nope. I never have the luck on those things. You know, any kind of random drawings, never me. You know, anytime I buy a ticket for something or an entry into some kind of a contest, I've just wasted the money. Why even bother? I'm not going to win. I never win. In other things in life, very lucky. In things like that, not so much, you know? Alright, are we going to do this again? You want to do that again? I can put some fuel in there. We can do that again. How many, I mean, what the hell? I need more. You know, why not? Let's do it. We're going to do it again. Alright, I'm going to pour some fuel in there and we're doing it. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Okay. Oh. What? What makes you think that? Because your parents told you that? You can do anything. I love the fact that parents say that, because in the sense of they want to encourage their children and all this stuff, but it's just not true. It's just not true. You can't just do anything, you know? Not everybody can just do anything. Alright, what's the deal with the queue? Come on, queue. We're queued up. It's been almost a minute. A full ass minute. There you go. Minute time. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. There we go. No problem, man. I mean, if you enjoy it, what's it matter, right? I will take the ammo, thank you. Yeah, you're not sneaking up this time. With your cloakerness, things, this is. It's not happening. What keeps... Oh, this guy. I'm like... I thought he was further away. I don't know why I wasn't... Ugh. Why I wasn't looking at that right. Yeah, if I had it to do all over again, my military time, I would have become a pilot too, man. Not a jet pilot, though. I'd love to fly helicopters. Especially little birds. Oh my god, those would be awesome. Those would be so fun. When I was in Iraq, there was this Chief Warrant Officer 5 who was a helo pilot, and he worked with us. Well, his unit, you know, we were working with his unit. His unit worked for our unit, basically. And they were our air support. And, found some mines. Found a few more. Damn it, found another one. Even backing up to kill others, I found another one. And he said basically, and he was already at like 30 years in at the time or whatever, and this was in 09. And he was like, yeah, I've been in the Army for 30 years, and he goes, and I basically haven't worked a day in my life. You know, that's the way he felt. It was so, he enjoyed his work so much. Just flying helicopters and stuff. I was like, that's awesome. That's awesome, I wish. Whoa. Almost drove right into that. I'm too hurt to go right into a bunch of mines again. I'm already on fire. I'm on fire. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. Help me, Tom Cruise. I need the ammo. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you guys can take those things out. Oh. Alright, here's where we go with this. Oh. Uh-oh. Somebody thinks there's something with grenade launchers, huh? Oh, they already took him out. I was gonna do so. Trust me, I was gonna show him how to do the grenade launchers. He's just lucky he caught me when I was already damaged. Yeah. So they were telling you to do that as enlisted? An enlisted navigator? Yeah, they'll do all kinds of stuff. They'll give you all kinds of pipe dreams and stuff like that, and then yank the rug out from under you. You know, with some kind of, well, there's nothing we can do about it. It's this big blah, 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 blah. I was going to say, normally Navigator's Officer, but I'm just wondering, oh, instead of just OCS, you're saying Flight School instead of just OCS. Instead of just being a regular officer. Okay, like a regular staff officer or something like that kind of thing, or some other job. I was wondering, because I'm like, I mean, if Navigator's Officer, OCS is just makes you an officer, so. But yeah, but they do that a lot, you know, all the branches do. You know, as far as trying to get you hyped up on something, and then they're like, oh, it's gonna, I mean, it can be done, but, you know, you're gonna have to wait, and blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. Yeah. Well, I was real close myself because they couldn't guarantee me the job that I wanted. And they were like, we can't guarantee it because, not because I didn't qualify or anything like that. Oh, sorry, dude. But because, they didn't know when the school started. And they were, back then, at least. They were like, well, we don't know when the school dates are, and so we can't guarantee you that job right now. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. You're recruiters. Why can you not guarantee me the job? It's supposed to be a guaranteed job in writing and all this kind of stuff. And then they're like, well, what we can do is we can give you this at the time they had this program called the Active Mariner Program. And they're like, it's a good program because it'll let you try out all these different jobs, different MOSs or different what they call NECs in the Navy, and they were like, oh, you'll be able to try out all these different things, whenever you go to a command or something like that. You can say, oh, I want to do this and I want to do this, and they're just going to let you do it, and then when you find one you like, or if that school opens up during that time, you can just request that and go to that school. No, that's not the way it works. That's not the way it works at all, but that's what the recruiter tried to say. You know, you're talking to an 18-year-old kid in high school. They don't know any better. And I was like, really? And then luckily, it was amazing. I had already decided I was not joining. I was either joining the Air Force or the Navy. I was not joining the Army or the Marines. And there was this Army recruiter who had been hounding me. Like, initially, he had been hounding me when I took the testing and all this kind of stuff or whatever. He wanted me to join the Army and all this kind of stuff or whatever. And I told him one day, I said, listen, dude, I get it. You know, and we're talking, like, you were allowed to take the test in school in your junior year, you know. So I started taking it in the junior year, the ASVAB, the aptitude test. And I started taking it in the junior year because I figured, what the hell, it gets me out of class. You know, so I did it, and you could take it each semester. So I took it first semester junior year, second semester junior year, first semester senior year, second semester senior year, just to do it, just to get out of class, just for something different. And so the moment the test results came back, of course, all the recruiters get the results and everything, and they're calling me and all this stuff, and I'm like, dude, I'm a junior. You know, they're like, oh, okay, well, just keep us in mind and all this stuff because they couldn't recruit me then, of course. But this Army recruiter he kept calling me. He noticed I took the test the next semester, and then once I got a senior, of course, he started hounding a little bit more. And after all that, I told him flat out. I said, listen, dude, I don't have any interest in the Army or the Marines. I really just don't. You know, at the time I didn't. You know, I'm looking back on it, I still don't know that I would have enjoyed. I don't think I would have enjoyed the Army or done well in the Army at the junior ranks. Once I got senior, okay, fine. But at the junior ranks, I wouldn't have been able. I don't think I would have been able to mesh very well with their mentality because they really micromanage and they treat everybody like their children. Which, don't get me wrong, I guess a lot of their, junior folks probably need that kind of guidance. But I did not appreciate that at all. I would have been totally, annoyed by that. So I was much happier having joined the Navy in that sense, and the Navy was very much like, hey man, this is what you need to do. So it's on you. Go do it. Get it done. Whatever. We're not gonna micromanage you and treat you like a baby. And I was like, cool. So I probably would have been fine transferring over to the Army later on, but not as a junior rank. I wouldn't have done that well. But I told this guy anyway. I said, look, I'm not interested in the Army or the Marines. Air Force or Navy, fine. A technical job, more technical type related job, or what I was looking to do specifically anyway. And he's like, okay, I get it. This was where this Army recruiter was really cool. He told me, he goes, I understand. I'm not going to be able to get you to join the Army. He goes, but do me a favor. I don't want to see you screwed. And I know the kinds of games that some recruiters play. And he goes, I've been straightforward with you all this whole time and everything like that. He goes, don't sign anything. Anytime any recruiter talks to you about any kind of program or anything in the other branches or anything, talk to me first, and I'll tell you whether or not they're trying to, shaft you, basically. And he said, just do me that favor, and I'll hook you up, And I was like, okay. I mean, what's the harm in that? I was like, that's really cool. And sure enough, when I got told about this other program, I remembered this Army recruiter's words, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Let me think about it. And they're like, oh, well, it's a limited access program. You should probably. And I said, nah, let me think about it. And then I called and I talked to this Army recruiter, and he was like, yeah, stay miles away from that. You don't want that program at all. And he said, I got buddies who are recruiters in the other branches and all this stuff or whatever. He goes, I've heard about this program. It's basically just what we would call a needs of the Navy program. In other words, you go in without a specific job, and they just put you wherever they need you. It's just you're a warm body, and they're going to put you wherever they need you, and that's it. And good luck getting out of there, because if they continue to need you, even if you find out about a particular job or whatever that might have an opening or something like that to be able to go to the school, you can go, yeah, I'm going to put in a request, but your chain of command might say, no, we need this guy here, otherwise we're too short. So then they just disapprove your request, and you're just stuck. And the problem with it is in the Navy, in order to make E4, you have to have what we call a rate. You have to have an MOS. E4 and above have to be MOS. E3 and below can be what we call undesignated, where they don't have a job. They don't have a specific job yet. They're just bodies that can be put anywhere. But in order to make E4, you have to have one of these jobs and stuff like that. And if you keep requesting and the command just says no, then guess what? You're stuck at E3 for however long, and you can't get out of it. You can't promote or anything because you don't have the job and they keep saying no. So yeah, it's a pretty diabolical program. It can be pretty rough. Yeah. It wasn't I wasn't at a Navy base. I wasn't at a Navy base. We have joint most of our commands are joint commands now. At least the high level commands are definitely. They're all joint commands. Not most of. All our high level commands are joint commands. So yeah, in Stuttgart is where AFRICOM is, the major command for Africa, and so that's where I was up there in that same base, where AFRICOM is. Yeah, in fact, unless I went to sea. Well, you know what? I take that back. All right, so I went to see. I went to see. No, that's not a secret. AFRICOM is there. It's people know that. I said I was stationed in Stuttgart. That I lived in Stuttgart. I went to see one time. For a I get you. For like 7 months. On a hospital ship, and that was joint command, and we had all branches, and in fact we even had civilians on board, but the only time that I've actually been Navy only, like Navy only really, and even then it's not Navy only, was on an aircraft carrier, my first enlistment, and even that wasn't really Navy only because we had a Marine detachment on board. Carriers have Marine detachment on board for security purposes. So, even that's not Navy only. I mean, it's Department of the Navy, because the Marines fall under the Department of the Navy. But yeah, that's, I've never been somewhere where it's only been Navy. I've been in Navy units, but the base or the installation or whatever the command is, the overall area has other people, and usually you're working with those other people as well, from other branches. Anyway, all right. Want to do another? We're gonna do another. That cool? I might have to get fuel for this. I don't remember. Yeah, I gotta buy fuel. Am I completely out of fuel then? I might be. No, I got 30, but I need... It's not enough, obviously, so... fuel. That's not too bad. I'll do that. Boom, I'll just buy it. Done. Oh. Whatever. Pour it in there. Let's go. I'm queued up. You're not queued up, Foxy. Thank you. I think I already finished the 20 side or whatever, blah, blah. No, I get... Oh, do you? Yeah, I did that already. I can get the easy rate another day, that's not a problem. All I'll have left is this replay the mission Blade Spines routine. Ooh, you know what I might do? Because what time is it? Oh, actually, hold on. Let me see. How am I on the seasonals? Okay, I need a few of those, but we might get that. Might get that on this. If not, I'll just do a low power score patrol or something like that to get a few of them. Then after that, what time are we at? We're only at 1:30. That's awesome. Breezing through this today. Because I didn't have to spend a lot of time with all the tutorial stuff. That's why.
Bad guys incoming. No more running for that one.
What I might do is in the crossout stream and do since we're done with the challenges and stuff for the day, and do some Kenshi. I might do it. I'm really in the mood for it. And maybe I can get us past that slave status. Because it's no fun. It's no fun being an illegal alien. Oh. He done killed it himself. Oh, we got people coming up behind us. Yeah, I might do that. I might do that. See if I can progress us some in Kinshare. Timmer. Oh. Timmer. Are you? Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If we recruit some more people today, we got a bunch of money. We can afford to start recruiting some folks. We do that, we can start increasing our number. And if we do that, what I might do also is no, I get you. Dude, I'm not taking offense or acting like you're serious. If anything, what you'll learn about me is that I'll say things with a straight face. I can do a dry delivery, definitely, but I'm very. That doesn't mean I'm actually serious. I joke about everything. I mean, so many things that other people do not see as funny. I can't help but laugh at. So. That guy behind me? Yeah, he is. Damn it. There you go. I'll take that. Who needs that syndicate stuff to be able to... Yep. Be able to drift. Not me. I can drift right now. Look at that. Skid. Then your Park Avenue leads to Skid Row. I look and see it's on all I need. Wow. Oh yeah. Let's go. Where are you slow asses? That one dude didn't even stick around anymore after he died in the beginning and then left. Whatever. Ha ha ha! You thought you were sneaky. Oh, he got me. He got me with that. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Oh. Found some of those. Look at all of my parts just laying around. Like they got nothing better to do but skid around on the ground. Yeah, I don't think so.
Good shooting, lad. Keep it up.
Alright, I'm sick of this guy. Good, and at least now he doesn't have a gun anymore. La di da di da da da. Alright, I'm gonna come grab this ammo. The ammunition. Woohoo! Skid around that corner. Why are you running me into this rock, dude? What's your deal? That's what you get, I guess. Oh, now that guy comes back. The guy that, sat out the whole... the whole freaking raid. Boom. All right. Yeah, I think I might do that. We're at like 145 right now. That sounds good. I do have one more daily thing but I'm going to do, but it's not going to be a raid or anything. It's just going to be replaying that one mission. I doubt that you want to hang out for that, Foxy. But it's in the Awakening, that quest mode. I'm just going to replay that one adventure, or that one little part of the quest line, or whatever, that one little adventure that's in there. And you're going to hang out for it? Okay. Well, then let's do it. Then I'm queued up. Let's go. Make it happen. I figured you'd be bored with it. Ah! Ah! Okay. I did. It's daily. There's a new one each day. I did the one yesterday when I finished up the 20. There's another one today, and I'm already done with the 20. So, it's just that thing now. Badges? It doesn't do badges. It just gives you, like a bunch of resources and things like that. The only one that gives you a badge for doing that is the weekly challenge that says complete higher, harder versions of, missions you've already done. But doing the actual mission, doing the actual mission just gives you resources and stuff like that, a bunch of resources that it gives you. But it is still listed as a special or whatever category at the top, and that's every day there's a new one. Just giving you the option of doing it. That's all. What's going on, Andy Reaper Gaming? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, man. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. I only have a Diet Dr. Pepper, but I'll still hoist a cold one. It's still cold. Yeah. And cheers, and thanks for sending a cheers to chat, man. Good on you. How you doing today, Andy? Hopefully well. What I gotta do? Collect the presents without this guy. Okay, that's easy enough. Woohoo! 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 Here we go. Oh no, another close show from the young black man. Bang! Your day just got worse. Someone doesn't offer presents, mark it down, do not engage. The boy's gonna see not feeling grateful enough and you need to stay low. Don't worry about me. Don't you worry about me. Don't you worry about me. There's one. What do you mean you need help? You don't need help. Although I didn't look at what you're running at. Yep, your day's bad. Nice. Very nice. Absolutely true. Cross out time. Get some. Yeah, today's an easygoing, fun day for me as far as cross out is concerned. I do a heavy tutorial on Tuesdays, so that was